All right, welcome. We're live here at Kindred High School, getting ready for our first of 3 games today here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We have the C-Team game coming up here in about 90 seconds. They'll do the opening tip-off. Between the Kindred Vikings and the Central Cass Squirrels. The junior varsity match will follow at approximately 6 o'clock. I always get my Class A and Class B times mixed up. So 6 o'clock, and then the varsity game will wrap our coverage up tonight with a tip-off set for approximately 7:30 p.m. I want to say thanks to Matt Crane for allowing us to come out and broadcast today's games. I believe Brad Anderson will be joining us for the varsity game tonight, and I'll be here for the first 2 games for you. You can check out our new website if you're not aware of that yet. We have our brand new website at msportsnet.com. Also, msportsnet Live Twitter, Magnitude Sports, our brand new Instagram account. You can check that out. It's about 3 weeks old, and we're getting close to 100. I think we were at like 88 or 87 last time I looked at our account. So if you can help us get to 100, awesome. No special rewards or anything other than a big thank you if we can reach that milestone. YouTube.com/Magnitude Sports. Subscribe and select your alert preference, and then you can also watch the games on Facebook as well. Our brand new schedule, our brand new website, I should say, has our schedule on it. You click on the schedule tab. You can see tomorrow it's a busy day for us as we'll have boys basketball, girls basketball, and girls hockey. 4:15 Davies and North and boys basketball. 4:15 start for West Fargo and Red River and girls basketball. And then I'll be at the West Fargo Sports Arena with, I believe Brad Anderson's there. No, he's at a different game. I think I'm there alone. I'm not sure who's there. I have to look at the schedule, but somebody's going to be at the girls hockey game. I believe it's myself. That's a 7 p.m. puck drop, and then a couple more games for you on January 14th. You can dig deeper into that schedule on our website at msportsnet.com. So we get ready for the first quarter of play. We're underway here. And we'll turn this microphone up. And the first bucket goes to the Squirrels in the red. Vikings are in the white, if you didn't know that already. Now let's grab the rosters here. That is, make sure I look at the right roster. Okay, 1 second here. Let me get, okay, there we go. There's the Squirrels roster. I had the Vikings roster, but not the Squirrels one. So, okay, now I got them both, so we should be good to go here. Work it up top there. It's Jordan Flynn, number 21. Passes it to Wisniewski. I asked Coach Jay Bachman how to say her first name, but then he got distracted by, I believe, a player or somebody, and he forgot to tell me her first name. So I believe it's Elise, but if it's not, I apologize. It's always good to come out here and do some Class B action and get reacquainted with people that, well, I know who they are, just haven't seen them in a while because we get busy with other games and can only do so many games at a time. So Kindred will work the ball around the perimeter here as they work it back up top with a left-handed dribble, and thought about the shot there but didn't pull the trigger was Weber. And that is Bacco. Bacco handed off to DeBoard. Couple quick passes. That outside elbow there, and now just they'll work it down low. As Fry, I'm not sure who that is actually. See if I can get confirmation on that.
That's Anna. That's our granddaughter. Actually, I thought you were kidding.
No.
Yeah, it's Anna, A-N-A.
Right here, it's
Prior.
on this
Yep.
program.
So it is on a fryer.
On a fryer, right?
Okay, got it. Thank you very much.
You're doing this game?
Yep. Yep. All right, so it's on a fryer who's wearing number 10. I didn't have that one on the roster here, and get back to basketball. We'll let our clock tick down as close as possible to 4:19. 2-1 is the score as Fryer made one of the free throws to put the Vikings on the board. And that'll stop the clock with 4:08 to go. So now we're close. We're close to where we should be as we crack the eggs on the 4-minute mark to go here. Once again, C-Team basketball for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And there's going to be a steal on a 1-on-0 and make it a 1-on-1. And the shot is up and it falls in. Now, will it count because it hit the top of the backboard? No, it will not count. The official waves the basket off. And it remained 2-1. And there's another steal. And that one will count. And the Vikings will take the lead off the lay-in there by Kennedy Bacco. And the Squirrels get the lead right back on a lay-in there by Carly Schneider. We'll zoom in a little bit. We don't need to be that far out. I can handle the camera to get us in a little bit closer. There we go. That one will rattle in. At the free throw line is Carly Schneider. 4-4 with 3:07 to go here in the contest. Grace Fletchock is number 5, and a couple passes later, the shot comes from Drea Lade. Once again, I want to thank Jay Bachman for helping me out with a few of the name pronunciations there. Most of them I remembered from previous games, but there are a couple new ones on there that I had to get familiar with. 4-4 is our score now, as I believe I may have hit the button one too many times. There we go. Inbounds pass from the sideline here. 2:24 to go in the first quarter of play. Inbounds pass will come to Lexi Olgren. That one's just a little strong. Squirrels will come away with the rebound. It's Carly Schneider bringing it up court. She'll pass it to Flynn. And Flynn will get the ball right back from Wisniewski, and it's stolen away on the baseline there by Kindred. 2 minutes to go as Kindred advances the ball up, and that'll be a traveling call. Bring the ball back to Central Cass. and that shot missed, rebounded, and another opportunity, and the ball, that shot was deflected. Loose ball is eventually scooped up by Kindred and then poked away from behind. Out of bounds by Schneider, and it actually go off the hands there. Alexi Ogren. It'll be Central Cass basketball. 1:18 to go here, first quarter of play. C-team basketball on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll have the JV game and we'll have the varsity game. We'll have a triple header for you here today live on Magnitude Sports. Of course, we'll go off air as we normally do between games and get things reset for the next game and come back on. There's another steal and another drive to the basket. The right-handed layup is a little bit off, and Central Cass will get the rebound, and no points there on the takeaway for the Vikings. And now the left-handed layup will fall off the front of the rim, and ball will be ricocheted around like it's inside of a pinball machine, and it'll then result in a Kindred Vikings throwing off the baseline. Schneider, and now Schneider has it taken away. I believe it was Baco who took it away, and then the Squirrels get it right back, and Schneider will go to the hoop. Offensive board. Squirrels will get a chance to reset here, and now the three-pointer's on the way, banks it in. It is Lauren Glennon, the freshman, with the three-pointer, and that gives a three for the tie. No. Add one more there, and it's 7-4 at the end of the first quarter in favor of Central Cass. We'll take the timeout, come back with the second quarter right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded. All right, welcome back. Seconds away here from kicking off quarter number 2 between the Squirrels and the Vikings. Central Cass with a 3-point lead over Kindred, leading 7-4 off a three-pointer by Lauren Glennon, a 5'5" freshman, to give the Squirrels the lead going into the second quarter of play. Prior to that, it was knotted up at 4-4. Not a whole lot of scoring in that first quarter, but it was enough scoring to give the Squirrels the lead. Pretty clean game as well as far as the fouls go. Only 2 in the whole game, both of them to the Squirrels. 6:49 to go here, second quarter of play. And bringing it up the court here is Remy Dubord. Also want to say thanks to, I believe it was Ashley, one of the assistant coaches for Kindred, who helped me out with a couple name pronunciations I wasn't familiar with for the Vikings. That shot a little bit off the mark. An offensive rebound underneath. Couldn't quite see who was down there. She was surrounded by a bunch of jerseys, and it looks like it was Weber who was, I don't know, check that. It looks like it was Torgensen. And that free throw is off the mark. It remains 7-4. Second one on the way. That one's a little strong, and the loose ball rebound will go out to the far sideline. Kindred will maintain possession. They'll get to Fryer. Fryer, left-handed dribble, works her way into the paint, draws a foul, and that'll be the third foul for the Squirrels. And Fryer will go to the line for the second time in this game. Or will she? No, she will not go to the line. They will say that it's an inbounds play instead. Now trying to work the baseline. Tosses it up, a little short there for Dubourg. Squirrels get the rebound. As Glennon will get it. She had the last shot. She gets the next one here for it. She had the three to give the Squirrels a 7-4 lead, and now she scored the last 5 for Central Cass, and the Squirrels lead by 5 as a result, 9-4. It's a 16-footer, not quite enough on that one, and another foul will be coming up here on the Squirrels. That's their 4th now. That one should send the Vikings to the line, and it will. Jansen Jordheim, a freshman, will go to the line. And off the mark to the right side. She'll get another attempt at that one. They'll battle for it. That jump ball will stop the clock with 5:38 to go. Possession arrow will favor the Vikings on that jump ball. They'll work it into Fryer. Fryer on the near side. A couple dribbles will pop it into the hands of Mackenzie Schmidt, a 5'9" freshman. And now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Squirrels. They'll work it over to Glennon once again. Glennon with a couple dribbles, dishes it inside for Schneider. Shots off, and it'll come out of bounds to the near sideline here. And that will be Viking basketball with 5:04 to go here in the second quarter of play as they inbound it there to Dubourg. 5 minutes exactly to go here. 3 on the way. A little bit off to the left side. The rebound is corralled there by Jordan Flynn. That's Paige Wixel, a 5'3" freshman, wearing number 2 there for the Squirrels. They'll work it around to Glennon. Glennon scored the last 5 points here for Central Cass as she fires it into the hands of Wisniewski. Wisniewski back to Glennon, and she'll make it 7 in a row now. And a timeout, I believe, was just called as I looked away for a second. But yes, that is indeed the case. So Glennon has scored the last 7 for the Squirrels. Say that 3 times fast. You'll sound like a rap artist. Try it. Tell me how it goes when we come back from this timeout.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Davies working left to right. They set up and damn with the 2-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Haynes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back 3, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half. All right, welcome back. It is 11-4. Lauren Glennon for the Squirrels has scored the last 7 points for Central Cass, and they are on a 5-0 run here to open. Or check that, a 4-0 run here. As they must have, let me do the math. Yeah, it's a 4-0 run, so I apologize. Yes, okay, so she scored the last 7. It was tied 4-4. She hit the 3 at the end of the first quarter to make it 7-4. So it's a 4-0 run here in the second half for the Squirrels. We'll bring our scoreboard back on screen here for you. Doing some mental math there. I had to make sure that wasn't off on anything. 5 team fouls for the Squirrels. Kindred is yet to commit a foul here in this game. Glennon gets a rebound. Pass will be deflected out of bounds eventually. It'll remain Central Cass basketball with 3:21 to go here in the second quarter of play. Inbounds pass will be triggered by Glennon. Glennon will get it in here towards the top of the key to Wixell. Wixell being challenged there by Ogren. And that will be over and back. Thought for a moment maybe it was tipped, but official says it was not, and that'll be Kindred Viking basketball. So the inbounds pass comes into Lexi Ogren, a 5'4" 8th grader here for the Kindred Vikings. Ogren with a left-handed dribble, will spin around, work her way into the paint. Maybe lost it or was poked out, one of the two, to Carly Schneider. Brings it back the other way, and Schneider will draw the first foul of the game on the Kindred Vikings. Comes with just inside of 3 minutes to go in the first half. Whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. This is Carly Schneider at the free throw line. And that one's left just a little bit short, and she'll get a second attempt here. And she'll bank that one in. Makes it 12-4, and now it's a 7-0 run. Check that. No, it's not. 5-0 run now. 4 of those 5 scored by Glennon. There's 2 more. And the Squirrels are cruising up 10 now, 14-4 with 2:27 and counting to go here before halftime. That pass is deflected and ends up in the hands of Jordan Flynn. Substitution pending for Central Cass here at the next break in action. Nice couple passes, they work it in there, give the assist to Carly Schneider in the basket to Paige Wixell, and it's 16-4, and the Vikings want to talk it over. We'll let them, we'll take another timeout. Be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. Welcome back. 2:07 to go here. Second quarter of play. It's a 16-4 lead. Kindred Vikings have yet to score here in the second quarter. We'll see if that changes here on this possession. And another turnover. And as we go just inside 2 minutes to go now. Vikings will have a substitution at the next break. Into the hands of Jordan Flynn. Now it's in the corner. Can't see who that is. There. Okay, it's Schneider. Back to Flynn. Flynn will dribble it back up top, now over to the far wing. try and get around some defenders, and the ball was poked away. Kindred able to come away with it here, and they need a basket desperately. And they tried the reverse layup there from Ogren, but that one will not go. Squirrels, Schneider with it. Schneider down to the low post, too strong off the backboard. Battle for the rebound, and that will be Glennon with the shot in the basket. 18-4. And that one a little bit short. Glennon gets the rebound, and a whistle will stop the clock with 52.1 seconds to go. Offensive board. That is Flynn. Flynn can't get it to go. Fryer with the defensive board. Now the Vikings will bring it back. Fryer will try for a three. That one's off the back iron. Rebound goes to Glennon. Bringing it up court, there's Wisniewski. Wisniewski with a pass across the paint to Schneider for two more for the Squirrels. 3 seconds. Fryer will try for a three at the buzzer, and it'll go out of bounds, and that'll bring us to halftime. 18-4. Squirrels on an 11-0 run in that second quarter as they held the Vikings from scoring. And we'll see what kind of adjustments the Vikings will make here in the second half, and we'll be back in a couple moments with that third quarter of play. So they'll go back into the locker room and talk things over. We'll take a break and be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back at halftime. It is 20-4 in favor of the Central Cass Squirrels. It was 7-4 at the end of the first quarter as both teams struggled to score in the opening moments of the ball game. At one point, it was tied at 4-4 for the longest time, and then Lauren Glennon would hit a three-pointer with about 8 or so seconds left in the first quarter to give Central Cass the 7-4 lead, and that would be our score at the end of the first. Glennon would go on to score the next 4 or 5 points for Central Cass, and at that point it was 11-4 before another Squirrel scored, and then the rest of the team for Central Cass got into the scoring column for the Squirrels in the second half. The Squirrels would go on a 13-0 run to bring us to their halftime lead of 20-4. We'll turn that down for the moment just because we don't want any of that music to get this video blocked on YouTube. Once again, you can find us online at memsportsnet.com. I need to change that. It's always on my mind to do, and I keep forgetting that we don't have a new website coming on January 1st, 2021 anymore because it's already here. It's already past that date. So mental note. Let's try for the next game to get that one updated. But you can order a copy of this game on DVD if you'd wish. msportsnet.com/DVD or any of our past broadcasts. So anytime the Vikings or the Squirrels have appeared on Magnitude Sports, there's a 99% chance we can get that game on to a DVD for you if that is of interest to you. And then also msportsnet Live on Twitter, Magnitude Sports on Instagram. That's brand new. We started that maybe close to a month ago. I want to say 3.5 weeks ago right now. And let me just pull that up and see where we're at. Last time I looked, we were in the mid-80s, I believe. We're at 8. We just got our 90th followers. So let's try and get to 100 before the C-Team game is over, if we could. Once again, Magnitude Sports, all one word on Instagram. That's how you can find us there. Watch, like, and listen, or I should say like and follow, and you can also watch the games on Facebook, facebook.com/msportsnetfb live, and, of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you'd be so kind to do so. And help us get a little bit closer to that 7K mark. A Facebook memory popped up about maybe a month ago, and I was telling one of my friends 1 year ago today we had 900 subscribers, and now we're getting close to 7,000. So it's really jumped up over the last year, and certainly appreciate you supporting us on social media as well as our sponsors for supporting us in financial ways as well to make these games possible, so that we don't have to charge you to watch. You can just watch the game. You don't have to worry about if you have a balance in your bank account or anything like that. You can just watch the game. And all you have to worry about is buying your own popcorn from the grocery store. As simple as that. So that's the ways you can find us online. You can check out our game schedule on our brand new website. By clicking on that schedule button, you'll come to this screen here. And you'll see tomorrow we have boys basketball, girls basketball, and girls hockey for you. We'll be at Fargo Davies as the Eagles host the Spartans, and we'll have all three of those broadcasts for you. Kenley and Cody will be at West Fargo as the Packers host the Red River Rough Riders in CJV and varsity action. And then I'll be at West Fargo Sports Arena for West Fargo United in Jamestown in girls hockey. Looking forward to that one. I did my first two games from the West Fargo Sports Arena just a couple weeks ago when the Packers hosted the Eagles. JV game ended in a 5-5 tie, and the Eagles took care of business in the varsity game on that one. So that's my first two experiences from that arena. And it's a really nice facility, and I want to say thanks to Mike Amundsen for helping me get into the facility, get a tour of it, make sure everything would work out and all that cool stuff. And then, of course, January 14th, West Fargo and the Packers and the Moorhead Spuds. Kenley and Cody will have coverage on that game, and I think, I haven't gotten a roster yet for the Perm Detroit Lakes game, but I'm presuming that we'll have coverage of that game for you on January 14th as well. It was official, to the best of my knowledge, but still waiting on getting rosters so that I can provide a quality broadcast for that game. So we'll see what happens. Once again, you can also games on demand. This one may look a little bit familiar from our old website. We kind of reformatted it a little bit to make it a little bit nicer on our new website. But once again, as you can see there, you simply click on Watch to watch any of our past broadcasts at 24/7 at your convenience. Just looking for a final score, you can find that on the far right side. And then right next to the visiting team there, it says available on DVD. And it'll either say yes or no. And as you can see, the ones that appear on screen there are available on DVD. So if any of those games interest you, we can get them on DVD. January 2nd, for example, when Kindred hosted Shiloh Christian, all 6 of those games, the 3 girls and the 3 boys games, are available for DVD purchase if that interests you. I believe Shiloh won the 2 C-Team games. Kindred and Shiloh split the JV games, and Kindred swept the varsity games in that one, if memory serves me correctly. 6 games, so I don't remember all the final scores. But also another new feature on our website is our Stories tab. Just give you recaps of all the games or any other related news related to Magnitude. So you can check out all the recent stories of games. Matter of fact, you can see the Skyhawks and the Kindred one in the bottom middle of your screen there. You can read up on that story if you just want a newsworthy recap of that game instead of watching all 6 games. So that'll bring us to the end of halftime here as we get ready for the second period of play, or second half of play, I should say. It's 20-4 in favor of the Central Cass Squirrels. And now that the music's done playing, we'll turn this mic up, and it appears that Grace Fletchock will trigger the inbounds pass to start the second half of play. Central Cass going left to right, and they waste no time scoring. As they get another bucket, and it's 22-4. Last time the Vikings scored was in the first quarter. Since then, they have the Squirrels have gone on a, let's see here, 7-4, 4-4, 16-0, 18-0 run. We'll see if the Vikings can get a basket down at the other end, as the basket on this end of the court hasn't been too friendly to them so far in this game. Squirrels working the ball around the perimeter. Right now it's Wisniewski who has it. Wisniewski will fire it to Wixel. Wixel with a left-handed dribble, and it's stolen away momentarily by Fryer, and she will indeed scoop it up. So now the Vikings will come back the other way here and look for an opportunity to get a basket. And a scoring drought might end at the free throw line, as Squirrels will foul here, and going to the line for the Kindred Vikings is Emmanuel Weber, a 5'6" freshman. And Weber, no, a little bit off. Hit the front iron, then off to the left. 5:49 to go here in the third quarter of play. And the Squirrels get the rebound. So 2 missed free throws. And it remains an 18-0 run here since the last time the Vikings have scored a basket. It's Wixel with the basketball now. She'll put it to the floor with a left-handed dribble. Pop it out near side here for Glennon. Glennon will fire it over to Fletchock. Fletchock back to Flynn. A couple passes later, it's in the hands of Fletchock again. Left-handed dribble, and now she'll dish it inside, and Flynn will get the basket. 24-4, excuse me. It's a 20-point advantage now for the Squirrels. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. That one will be off the mark. Squirrels will get another defensive board as we crack the egg on the 5-minute mark to go here in the third quarter of play. From Kindred High School in Kindred, North Dakota, Mike with you here on the play-by-play. I also want to thank Mike for doing the camera and Mike for doing the scoreboard. Got a trio of mics here on the broadcast today. And that one will shake, rattle, and roll its way in off the shot by Fletchock. And now another whistle and another timeout as the Vikings are struggling to find the basket. And we'll see what they can do to correct that issue when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. Third quarter of play, 4:34 and counting as the Vikings bring it down the ball out of the Kindred timeout. Bring the ball down the court out of the Viking timeout. Nearly taken away, but able to maintain possession is Dubord. Dubord picks up her dribble, and now a battle for the basketball, and the deflection ends up in the hands of the Squirrels. 4:09 and counting to go here in the third quarter. That one's poked away over the timeline. She should be able to get it, and she does. No over and back call. Now the Vikings will put a couple people in the backcourt here as they have 3 substitutions coming up here at the next break in action. See if they can inject some fresh legs in there to get them to the basket a little bit quicker. And free throw line jumper's up. That one will bounce out the front of the rim. Fryer will get the rebound, and let's see what Kindred can do on this possession here. Love to see them get a basket wide open. Nice shot taken. Left it a little bit short. Needed a little bit more arc on that one to get it to drop in. And now the Squirrels hurry back down to the other end. And that one's a little strong, but an offensive rebound by Wisniewski won't go on the follow-up opportunity. And it'll remain 26-4 with 3:17 and counting to go. Wide open for 3. No, too strong. So she was too short on the last one, and now too strong on this one. So she'll get it the next time. Third time's a charm, right? 3:08 to go here in the third quarter of play. For the most part, it's been a clean game as far as fouls are concerned. I think there was only 5 in the first half total, maybe 6. And so far, only 1 here in the second half. That one foul did send Kindred to the free throw line, but they went 0 for 2 on that attempt. There we go, and we got a basket from Lexi Olgren. 28-6. That basket by Ogren ends a 21-0 run for the Central Cass Squirrels. That ball's tipped, nearly intercepted, and eventually taken away there by, that is Schneider. And now a loose ball will be scooped up there. I couldn't see who got that one. Was that 32? No. Maybe. I'll have to give me a second here. Thought I saw 2 on the jersey, but I don't see a 2 out there, so. Might have been Baco. It's the only 2 I see on the court at the moment for Kindred. Jansen Jordheim, a 5'6" freshman, is checked into the lineup for the Kindred Vikings. I believe that's the first time she's been into the game. So is Presley Anderson, a 5'10" 8th grader. Presley Anderson, you'll see her on the far upper middle portion of your screen wearing jersey number 34. Is driving in is Ogren. And the ball's tipped away. Anderson will get the rebound, put up the shot, a little strong. Battle for the rebound, tipped around, and Fryer comes away with it. Nice move into the paint there by Kennedy Baco, the 5'10" 8th grader, to get the basket. And Kindred finding a way to the hoop now here as they're down 20, 28-8 with just inside 90 seconds to go. I believe that'll be a travel. Looks like he called it a timeout. We'll see which one came first when we come back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. All right, welcome back. Squirrel basketball out of the timeout. And a minute 22 remaining here in the third quarter of play. The score is 28-8. As the ball gets tipped out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1:19. And a Nice move to the basket there. I didn't see who got that one as I had to start the clock and move the camera at the same time. So 30-8 now. Minute 7 and counting. With the basketball there is Jansen Jordheim, and well, they'll get, I believe that's Anderson. That shot off the mark. Offensive rebound by Jordheim. Now go out of bounds. Stops the clock with 52.2 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. Some substitutions here for Central Cass. Don't forget the junior varsity game is coming up in about 15 or so minutes after the conclusion of this game here. And then we'll have the varsity game for you tonight as well. Some quick passing, and that'll draw a foul. That's only the second foul of the entire game for the Kindred Vikings. They had one in the first half, and now this one right here. That will send, I believe, is that Wisniewski? Yes, it is. Wisniewski at the free throw line. She'll miss the first one. Second one is also off the mark. Rebound snagged by Baco, and now they'll work it back up top, and that shot just inside the three-point arc. Looked good, but got the wrong bounce. 30 seconds to go and a 30-8 lead here for the Squirrels. Maybe just got rid of the ball in the nick of time to avoid a traveling call there. They'll work it around the perimeter. Right now it's in the hands of Glennon, who had a nice third quarter of play and hit that three at the end of the first and then scored 4 more. And they have to get the shot off, and that's too strong at the buzzer, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. It is 30-8 right now here in favor of the Central Cass Squirrels. The fourth quarter coming up here in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back as the teams break the huddle and come out to the court. Get ready for the start of the fourth quarter here. C-Team basketball live on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Well, the junior varsity game, about 15 minutes after the conclusion of this one. It'll be Kindred basketball to start the fourth quarter of play. And as you can see there, Vikings trail by a few buckets, 30-8 right now, and that'll be another turnover, and the Squirrels will try and quickly move it up court. And that shot almost made its way in there out of the hands of Wisniewski. The follow-up opportunity there by Fletchhawk won't go. And now we have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Central Cass. Stops the clock with 6:37 to go here in the ball game. A left-handed dribble. She goes in between the circles there, picks up her dribble and almost lost it. That was Wixel. Wixel will set a screen that allows Fletchhawk to dribble around. Gets into the hands of Glennon. Back to Fletchhawk. Couple passes later to Wisniewski. Wisniewski lost it. It is scooped up there by Mackenzie Schmidt, a 5'9" freshman for the Kindred Vikings. As we approach the 6-minute mark to go, Fryer has it, fakes the pass, goes to the baseline, and I believe the intention there was to give the pass across the paint to Weber, but Weber spun around and went away from the pass, and it got deflected off the foot or knee or the leg of a Squirrel out of bounds. It remains Viking basketball, as you can see. And that will be the steal and a bucket for Grace Fletchhawk. It is 32-8, 5:37 and counting here in the fourth quarter, and another lost ball. Squirrels will bring it back one more time. Wixel being closely guarded as she comes over the timeline. A couple passes later, they work it down to the baseline, and that is Wisniewski who got her shot blocked. Vikings will scoop up the possession and bring it back. Long two, a little strong, ran into the hands there, Glennon. Glennon's pass got deflected. It's picked up by Schmitz. And Vikings will maintain. Fryer to the basket. Fryer with the basket. And another turnover, and that'll stop the clock with 4:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. That inbounds pass was deflected, but eventually ended up in the hands of Wisniewski. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. 34-10. In favor of the Squirrels. Driving the baseline, that shot a little bit off, and they'll battle for the ball. Loose ball rebound eventually ends up out of bounds at the half-court stripe, and now we have looks like a full team substitution here for Kindred, and a couple fresh players for Central Cass as well. Drea Lade, number 12, comes into the lineup here for the Squirrels. We'll see who else is in there. If there's any other numbers that are not recognizable. No, everybody else out there has been on the court for a while. Drea Lade got a little bit of time in the first half, but I believe this is the first time we've seen her here in the second half. So now Fletchhawk will fire it to Wisniewski. Wisniewski now top of the key for Lade. Lade pushes it over to Wixo. Wixo with the left-handed dribble to the hoop. Down to the baseline, draws the foul. That is the second of the half, third of the game on fouls here for the Vikings. And that will send Paige let's try that again. Paige Wixo, a 5'3" freshman, to the free throw line. Try and extend this lead here for the Squirrels, and she does. 35-10 now with 3:45 to go. Fourth quarter of play, just almost a few seconds over halfway done here. Second one rattles around and floats out. Vikings get the rebound. That's Alexander with the shot, and that one almost rattled in too, but unlucky bounce, and it ends up in the hands of the Squirrels. A little push away there as Glennon was falling down, was able to get it to Wisniewski, and now a couple passes later, it's Fletchhawk with the ball. Fletchhawk with a bounce pass near wing, fakes left, drives to the baseline to the right, pass across the paint is intercepted. Taken away by the Vikings. See if they can get a basket off that takeaway. Alexander fires it, and with the shot there, that is Kennedy Bacco. And that shot will go out of bounds. I'll stop the clock with 2:57 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. 25-point advantage for the visiting Central Cass Squirrels. C-team basketball for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. JV to follow. Varsity about 7:30 tonight. The Vikings put a full court press on now. Squirrels will have no problem with it this time down the court. Poked away, nearly poked away, but catching up to it is Wixel. Wixel pressure in the backcourt now by Ogren. I'll get it up to Lade, and I can't see who that is. I believe it's Carlson? Schneider. Schneider. I was thinking Carly, your first name. It was Schneider. Vikings have it now. That is Anderson, and that whistle stopped the clock with 2:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Both teams have 2 fouls here in the second half. I believe it's 5-1 or 6-1 in the first half. Vikings have only 3 fouls in the entire game. There's a free throw from Presley Anderson, a 5'10" 8th grader. If I did not tell you that it was 8th grader, you would probably think she's older by how tall she is. And she makes them both. Nicely done there. 35-12 is our score now. And she'll get by the defenders and lay it in. I believe that was Wisniewski with the basket. And there's a three-pointer, up and in, far side. It was Jansen Jordheim with the triple. And another steal. And Jordheim gets back-to-back triples. And all of a sudden, it's 37-17. Or is that one, let's see here. Maybe that was only a two-pointer. Because the scoreboard in the gym shows 39-17 now. And I think this is the most back-to-back scoring we've had in the entire game. That one will be lost out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:25 as things get exciting here for the moment. A couple of turnovers and 5 points off 2 turnovers. I thought it was a 3, so could have maybe been 6 off 2 turnovers, but just a foot on the line is all it took. Nice job there by Wixel, and a bounce pass back up to the free throw line for Lade. Lade will give it to Wisniewski, and Wisniewski drives down the near side of the lane, but left the layup short. And that'll be another foul on Central Cass. We'll leave our clock sit where it's at for a moment. We have 1:07 remaining in the basketball game. Another substitution here is coming in is Lauren Glennon, the 5'5" freshman, who had a nice end of first, start of second quarter. Or check that, end of second, start of third quarter is what I meant to say. That stops the clock with 57 seconds to go. And that'll be a takeaway. And to the hoop and a roll off. And Wisniewski will get the rebound. Once again, Kindred with the full court / 3/4 court press. And that one's out of bounds. And I believe it's going to Kindred. Yep, and it will. 29.5 seconds remaining here. 39-17. This is the Vikings' highest scoring quarter of the game. They scored 4 in the first, none in the second, and they scored 4 in the third. And they have now scored 9 so far here in this contest. Make it 11. And that'll be the final basket of the game. And your final score, 39-19 in favor of the Central Cass Squirrels. Your final on the C-Team broadcast. We'll go off air and we'll have the junior varsity broadcast coming up here in about 15 minutes live on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk to you again in about 15 minutes here on Magnitude Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.